So hopefully, yesterday was a mad scramble for everyone in getting this last enrollments or upgrades to to the Founders Pack. I don't even know. Is it still even available yet? Does
Yeah,
anyone
it's still available. They have not told us otherwise.
know? Okay, okay, good.
But I had the feeling anytime they're going to tell us, okay, guys, it's probably today. That's it.
Right, right.
Because it's a number. It's not based on a date. It's based on a
Uh-huh.
number of founders. That's
Right.
why. But anyway, okay, we are starting to record, and the floor is yours. Go ahead.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. This is Nilbert again. Honored to be hosting this morning's mastermind. So I know we were talking about yesterday, the amazing Empowerment Tuesday with Kim and Les Brown. Who here has heard or was there when Les Brown was at the launch a couple years ago? It was amazing, right? It was really amazing. And so for those who just heard him for the first time yesterday, I'm sure if that was already amazing, you can just imagine if listening to him in right there, right? So. Um, and I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be gracing one of our events again. So uh, George mentioned that the Spark Global has already posted it on YouTube. So definitely for those who missed it, definitely you should listen to it. And for those who already, well, I know I'm going to listen to it like again and again and again. So. Um, uh, who here, let's start off like for those who kind of, who was there listening to yesterday's Empowerment Tuesday, who wants to share whatever takeaways or whatever really jumped out at them. I mean, there's so many nuggets, right, from yesterday, but who wants to share their thoughts on what really resonated with you from what Kim Hui and Les Brown mentioned yesterday? Because this is a perfect segue because I'm going to share what really jumped out at me, and it's actually going to kind of tie into the topic that I'm going to discuss with you guys about today. So if you want to, if you want to kind of share, just feel free to unmute and share your thoughts on yesterday, like what jumped out at you.
Nilbert, it's Kenyon.
Hey,
I'm
Kenyon.
hungry. No, what really stepped out to me is it's like what everybody's saying right now. We're at the first of the year. What are our goals? Plain and
Right.
simple. What are our goals? What do we want to get out of this business? Plain and simple. I think that was the biggest one that stepped out to me. So,
Nice. Yep. Yep. Exactly. I mean, perfect timing, right? Perfect timing. We're just,
yeah.
again, it's like it's human nature. Whenever we have, it's the start of the year, start of the week, start of the day. That's usually where we kind of really get motivated to like, okay, hey, it's a new day. Let me start fresh, right? So that's awesome. Awesome. Anybody else?
Yes, for me, Janine.
Hey,
What
Janine.
really struck me was how they both emphasize how you need to change if you want to see changes in your life, and that there are sacrifices that we make with those changes. And a lot of people are not willing to make those sacrifices. And that's really what is needed. And you need to kind of reassess yourself in what you really want and be willing to make the changes that are necessary.
Right, that's amazing. Thanks, Janine. So, yeah, really, change, it starts with us, right? It starts with you. And sometimes change is, like you're adding stuff to your, to your life to really get to your goals, but sometimes it's removing stuff from your life, right? So that you can concentrate on your goals, right? Exactly, exactly. All right. I think, yep. Okay. So today's topic, well, what really resonated with me when he mentioned, definitely reinforced what we already know. We are in the people business. It is all about relationships, right? So I loved it when he retold the story about his mom. He mentioned that during the launch, but it just really touched me on on his it really shows his character and his person. Despite the success that he has, a world-renowned motivational speaker, but at the very bottom of it, it's his, his value, the value he puts on relationships with people, not only with family, but with, with everyone else that he comes across. But it really starts with family, the way he really took care of his adopted mom, right? When she needed taking care, when she needed somebody to take care of her. So the topic I wanted to share with you today is the power of building genuine connections. Okay. Again, this is based on the premise that we all know our, our business, our industry, it's all about relationships. It's really about people management, people, developing relationships with people. We have an amazing compensation plan, a business platform. We have the best products out there. But to tie it all together, it's all about our relationships with our team, with our fellow brand ambassadors, business partners, and customers, and all that, right? So our objective, at least my objective this morning, is to at least help everyone here develop the ability to effectively build trust, rapport, and lasting relationships in our networking efforts. Okay. And why is this important? Because when you set out to build this business or in this industry, I personally believe, and I learned in like the two on the 2 years that I've been doing this, that basing your business on really helping others and building genuine relationships is the key to a long-term, success, right? You're not just looking for customers. You're not just looking for people to buy your products, but you're actually, really looking to make deep-rooted connections to help other people change their lives. Okay. So again, network is not just about collecting contacts, but really building meaningful relationships. So how do we do this? Well, we start with the right mindset. Okay. Shift our focus from what's in it for me to how can I add value. Okay, does that make sense? Now, I can't, when I'm sharing my screen, I don't see the chat. So if you guys are putting stuff chat in there, I can't see it, but I'll get to it later. Or I know George can see it, so I'm sure George will chime in the chat and all that. But so when you shift your focus to what's in it for me to how can I add value, that really changes the way you approach a prospect, the way you approach doing a presentation, right? Like instead of promoting your product right away, ask about their needs. Like, what does this opportunity offer them, right? How can it make their lives better, right? Or how can the products make their lives better? Because we know we have the most amazing products, right? We've all experienced it, how Vitality gives us energy, how Revive really helps us with managing inflammation and all that. So instead of just promoting our product right away, we ask about their needs. What are they looking for, or what conditions do they have that our products may be able to help them with? Okay. Ask thoughtful questions. So using open-ended questions like, okay, what would you like to achieve, or what's the most exciting thing you're working on right now, allows you to get a better insight on what's going on with their lives, as well as what they might be really hoping to achieve, right? The fact that they're already giving time to listen to what you have to say, that's already a good start right there. So that means they're open to, listening to, what our platform or what our products may be able to do for them. Emphasize active listening. So when you ask these questions, or when you're trying to find out more information about your prospect, or your guest, you engage with interest, nod and paraphrase to show understanding. So from what you told me, I believe you say that you really wanted to uh, get better control over time, right? Or something like that. So you paraphrase, you kind of you know uh, give it back to them what they just told you. You kind of like reiterate it, and then it sinks in that way, and it really makes for better understanding, right? Creating a strong first impression. This is very key. So these tips that I'm sharing is basically, I would say, skill set training, stuff that I know it's definitely helped me in doing this. But as you know, I know for a fact too that I've applied this in my previous career as a naval officer in the Navy. And when you're leading people and when you're managing a lot of people, really, this making a connection is at the forefront of being an effective leader. Okay, so tips for a great impression, first impression. Okay, body language says everything. You've already heard this countless times, right? Maintaining good posture, eye contact, and when if you're for handshakes, a firm handshake. These are just a few of ways to really maintain or to really create a strong first impression. Posture is everything. When you approach from a posture of confidence, that what you're offering is something that will really help them and be really good for them, that comes across when you're trying to communicate that, right? I believe in one of my previous trainings, I touched on the fact that it makes a difference when oh, I was wondering if, if maybe you have time to just take a look at this, and maybe you'd like to, maybe it'll be something that will be really good for you. Vice, doing it a different way, if you have time, I believe this 30 minutes can possibly change your life, because the platform that we have right now is just on fire. It's global. It's spreading like it's already in 15 different countries and territories. I think it'll be really good to add to your portfolio. All right? Two different ways of saying the same thing, but trying to get the person to watch the presentation, but very different approach. Memorability, right? Like how they remember you, or how it sticks to their to their memory. Okay, use a personal story or unique fact to be remembered. Remember, facts tell and stories sell. So for those who were at the Empowerment Tuesday yesterday, how did Kim start it off? Right? How did Kim start it off, right? She recounted that story 31 years ago, right? When she was barely, she just barely started, and she basically had her last $20 to fill up her tank of gas and go all the way up to San Francisco, right? And then on the way back, she found out that the one person that enrolled or whatever changed their mind. So she was really down and out, and she plugged in that cassette tape of Les Brown, right? So, it's easy to remember how that happened, because the stories, that's what sticks to us. So definitely use a personal story or a unique fact to kind of tie in what you're trying to communicate. So for me personally, whenever I do a presentation, whenever I introduce myself, I really recount how, my wife and I got into this, how we were introduced to the products. Because again, even thinking back to that day, really, I think it was really meant to be. It's something that was meant to happen. That God really made it happen that way, so that we were traveling, we got sick overseas. We almost got stuck in Dubai with COVID symptoms and all that. But it so happened that this nice, gracious lady offered us the products right there. I mean, that story, really resonates, because it's something that, we weren't looking for this in the first place, and it found us. So really kind of reinforces that destiny type of kind of like connection. Confidence, speaking clearly and smile genuinely. Again, ties to maintaining good posture, right? Okay. So this one, I love this one when I kind of like I borrowed this from I can't remember where I got this, but I borrowed this from social media. It's an acronym that it was really well done. Follow the give method. Okay. Gratitude. G is for gratitude. Thank them for the time or insights. Very, very important, right? Because you place value on everyone's time, even for prospects who just took the time, the 30 to 40 minutes to sit down on a Zoom or to sit down in person and have, listen to what you have to offer them. Okay, gratitude. I is for interest. Show curiosity about their work, their goals, their dreams, their hobbies, right? I should get to know them. Show genuine interest, not, just not token, oh, okay, that's nice, that's good. You really, when they tell you, what they're trying to achieve, you work that into how our uh, our company, our products, our platform can really help change their lives. Value, V is for value. Offer something useful, a connection, a resource, or a piece of advice. So again, we all know that this is not for everyone, right? Not everyone that we present the opportunity to will say yes. Okay, but even then, the fact that they sat down and listened, offer something useful, as you got to know them, right? Because we used form, right? Ask about their family, their occupation, their recreation, and their motivation. Find something that you can offer them, like as a resource. Okay, well, if this doesn't work for you, well, uh, you know, and let's say they just have some condition or whatever, you should at least try maybe this product right here or whatever that may actually help you with your insomnia, or that may help you give you more energy and all that. Just offer them something useful, even though they're not really into joining or like, let's say, becoming a brand ambassador with you, right? Signing up that way, you still foster a good relationship, and you never know when they come back later on. That's happened to me so many times. They've said, this one person has said no to me, like, I think 4 or 5 times, but a year later he actually came back and like, hey, you're still doing that thing. I said, yeah, I'm still doing that thing, but and he's part of my business right now. So E is for engagement. Stay in touch consistently, not just when you need something, right? So um, this applies to both. Obviously, when they join the business, you definitely work with them. They're part of your team. You give them training. To get them to the huddles and all that. But even if they don't join you in your business, right? You stay in touch. It's not you didn't connect with them just to get them to join the business in the first place. Again, this is all about relationships, building genuinely deep connections, right? So, hey, you know what? Um, uh, thank you so much for giving the time to listen to this. Let me know if you change your mind later on, but let's stay in touch. Maybe there's something that we can mutually help each other with. Feel free to reach out to me to, ask about, anything else about health and wellness or whatever. Just maintain that relationship, right? Even if that they're not gonna join you in your business in the first place. Okay. All right. I wanted to share this after this recap. Two beautiful, beautiful quotes that I saw, and I had the author there too. I follow him on social media. So first off, networking is about giving before getting and building genuine long-term relationships, right? If you approach our business with a giving attitude or with a giving mindset, it will automatically, at least this is in my opinion, the more you give, the more you receive, right? The more you give, the more. So when you generally try to help other people, It just for me, it just happens that way. They respond better, and they actually gravitate to you a lot more. So, call to action for everyone, okay? Before the week is over, reach out to someone new, okay? Someone new, like, and focus on adding value to their life. So, reach out to one of your, the names on your list or whatever, and focus on, after you find out what's going on with their lives or what their goals are and all that, focus on adding value to their life, okay? Remember, your network is your net worth, right? Again, our business is all about people. It's all about relationships. So the more connections you make, guess what? Right? The bigger your business is going to be. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the money, the accolades, or the spotlight shining on your name, right? It's in the ripples you create, in the lives that you touch, in the moments where your presence lifts someone up when they couldn't see the light for themselves. By Brandon Collinsworth. Again, I follow him on social media, so I love this one right here because in the 2 years that I've been doing this, I'm so blessed to know people in my team that I know the products have changed their lives, or the platform has really given them an additional or I would say, yeah, well, it's an additional stream of income, but it's lifted them to another level of hope and outlook on the future, and this one too. So it isn't about what you gain, it's about what you give, right? It's about walking through life with an open heart, knowing that the legacy you leave is measured in the lives you've touched, in the souls you've helped heal, right? In the way your light makes it easier for others to shine. It's not in how high you rise, but in how many you lift with you. Isn't that what we're doing, right? Isn't that why we're here? To touch the lives of people and to leave a legacy. We're really following in Kim's footsteps. That's exactly why she started three. And I think we're really in the right place. We have the tools, we have the products, we have the company, we have the compensation plan. The rest is up to us, right? So that, my friends, is just a quick share on this topic about building genuine connections. I hope the it resonated with all of you. We still have a few minutes, so we can open it up to anyone else who wants to chime in or who may want to add, their own nuggets to today's topic. So if you want to share, just feel free to unmute.
Well, that was very good, Nilbert. You're always a masterful trainer, and it really is all about the people and building relationships. You know, if you have just money in your mind, it'll never work out. People can sense it, and you really have to genuinely care. And everybody is part of the greater whole. Everyone is important, and everyone wears an invisible sign. Make me feel important. So very good.
Thank you, Christine. That's awesome. That's so true. Yeah.
Yeah, Nilbert, great call. This is Tony Martinez. Um, I just love listening to your teaching and all the leaders here on these calls. I just had one of the things that I heard last night with Les Brown that really struck me was don't die with your dreams, ideas, talents, and abilities unfulfilled. And he said to rob the cemetery of your talents and abilities. So we got so much in front of us here, so much opportunity to take advantage of, and we need to use three to get what we want.
That's absolutely 100% true, Tony. It's everyone here collectively, we have so many talents and gifts that we can share with folks that, again, being part of something bigger. That's really, it's really what it's all about. We are part of something bigger. I'm so blessed that I get to do it a second time. 22 years in the Navy, I knew I was part of something bigger.
Yeah.
And now again in my last career, because this is my last career, because I hope to be like Christine and be doing this for the next 20, 30 years. This is going to be my last career, and I get to be part of something bigger with everyone else here. So it's really a blessing.
Thank you. Again, Nilbert, just second. By the way, the recording for the Les Brown link is already on the chat if you want to copy it. Also, the recording for this, as soon as this call is finished, the link is there too. And the third one, I think it's not official yet, but it seems that the founder pack is not there anymore. Seems that's gone. I have not seen the official announcement, but already you cannot find it for people that are joining. They are not going to find it in the back office. Yeah,
Right.
Christine, go ahead.
Yeah, I just sent a message to Nikki just to see if they